Alright, your church will be our editor another Jumedi so Ayubu TV. Make sure say over like you over comment it. Now I share my videos ni a day among it sounds say a latest update and I'm a cobwa and say maybe anwa may be every domo. Now I'm so much margin a comment session I say a day among Yamara and some no dear lectures a Ghana for Astatia Umugusu they say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama HSN na mamoni enkoye na mamoni enyekwa na eyo one kasa ne darling boy eyesa mijemfi eye na nsen ade a obeye ne mountain so it seems say His Excellency aye nani a ombeka hwe emfa asasem we hu ene 1 year beba de wan hwe Ghana for de ombeti ni so ene edi aweho bebre ewo Ghana ha na ene the latest updates on ko and I just say abe comments ene jisen we see ensem and am be ebedo yanka say ni tia ye maame Naana as the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana say na ne hondodo I just say 11th May ye Mother's Day and I just say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ekopim ewo landina ene de wadi eligisem ena ebe Ghana for HSN enchia emfree your Vice President enchia na eba HSN ne ho eye pa nti eye na watwi a ye besimi de ye Vice President ebetumi ebepiem ewo oman Ghana ha na watwa ne juma paso yanko ne nkotie His Excellency John Dramani Mahama anodin sema de tu jani bi
who do want to aboyi a ye mampani John Dramani Mahama ko aseda ewo hoi na wode ato omanfo wo ho anim se nyame ya dom ye Vice President Professor Jane Naana opoku agema maame ne ho ye papa ya ne ho ato ne nyame ya dom a na wotwe a ye besimo no e ade agana fo ebehu no ya oba abetoa ne dwuma so.
I begin by bringing you greetings from Her Excellency the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Jane Naana Opoku Agyeman. And I'm happy to state that I spoke to her yesterday morning and she'll be back in the country before the end of next week. By God's grace, she's fully recovered and she's going to come and go back to her duties.
Na Ghana Mampani His Excellency John Dramani Mahama the accommodation bia ba wonwa eyade yade mu odin no odebebua mo watudi Mahama cares Mampani ankasa de nebosumi nsia akatua ewura foto no emu na bedi akire Professor Jane Naana Opoku Agyeman so edi na bosomi ennan akatua enso ewura sanhyehyɛ no emu enai asafo awo mamu wɔn nso mpanifo Chief of Defense Staff edi oni no won ne mampani akokasa jubilate house amom so kire se won so bosu yaketua won de wura Mahama ke nhihye no emu.
We the military hierarchy made up of myself, the Chief of the Defense Staff, the Chief of the Army Staff, the Chief of the Naval Staff, the Chief of the Air Staff, and the Chief of Staff at the General Headquarters have come here this afternoon to lend our support to the noble venture that Your Excellency you have established, the Mahama case. We share in the goal of this venture that seeks to provide financial assistance to individuals living with chronic diseases across the country, and especially to cover the cost of care and medication for non-communicable diseases not currently included under the National Health Insurance Scheme. We are intrigued, and it is also heartwarming to know that persons with conditions such as cancers, cardiovascular diseases, chronic kidney failure, and stroke, among many others, will equally benefit from this fund. Your Excellency, that is why I and my military high command have decided to also contribute our 1 month basic salary to the fund. Meanwhile, we are embarking on a sensitization drive to urge all our soldiers and the defense civilian staff who are willing to also consider making some contribution, no matter how little it is, towards the funds, because we know that one day, as individuals, there may be the need for us to benefit from this fund. That is why I humbly join you, Your Excellency, to use this opportunity to urge others, including our sister security agencies, to consider helping towards this noble cause.
And so this intervention is timely, and I want to take the opportunity to thank our service commanders for this initiative. It shows that aside from your primary responsibility of protecting our territorial boundaries and wielding weapons and driving armored tanks, you have a heart and soul beating in your chest, and that you have love of country and love of the people that you are protecting. And so on behalf of the people of Ghana, I wish to thank you for this initiative. Government has made budgetary allocation to kickstart Mahama Cares, but when we see the scope of the coverage that we have to do with regards to people who fall in this category, it is obvious that government's resources alone will not be sufficient, and that is why we decided to do fundraising to be able to top up whatever government has given. And I kick-started it with 6 months of my salary. Unfortunately, I have been checking my bank account and I haven't started receiving a salary yet. Chief of Staff, what is happening? And so I don't know how much 6 months of my salary is worth, but I can assure you, as soon as the Accountant General starts crediting my salary to my account, I will write a check for 6 months of my salary to support the Mahama Cares initiative.
Parliamentary Select Committee ya wonum da hono asua no wo ma hyebedwam enne wonum echa maidu anim ama wonum akopie mu e wo mfimfin mantem mu onimonyamfo Peter Nochu na ye dwomtreni de ma ekuei wonum koya wa nantisie nyina ne se wo kohwe double track system no afei suku adan ho nsam ne niema se de esiko teacherfo ne awofo enkabomu ko aya yete efe ni PTA no kwamba no befa so na wahye mu kena ana ye guna ho nsam eteseye eno ene nempanyi de wani ekodi eche.
This means we want to focus on the senior high schools and the private universities. And your school happens to be one of the selected schools. Let me say that people were not happy when we selected some of these big schools. When we know they have problems, we need to go to the big schools as well as the less privileged ones and compare. So those who are criticizing why we are selecting or we've selected only child or any other institution should understand us. We are on a fact-finding mission. We are not coming here to reach out to everybody. We want facts on the ground. The Committee of Education was here about 6 years ago to inspect projects. So we are coming around to see if those projects have been completed or they are still at the point we came to see them 6 years ago. So basically that's why we are here. And then in the efforts of government to eliminate the double track, which we now call transition, we want to see what progress the school is making towards achieving that goal. We also like you to tell us about the discipline in your school, academic work, extracurricular activities.
Na yedemo rotational